Hey everybody, welcome to another Arma 3 video. This is actually going to be a continuation from the last video. To start off here, we're actually just going to do a couple missions, and what I'm doing here is I just using the money we got from the last mission that you saw, bought some more ammo and got some more supplies. So what I'm doing now is I'm heading off toward these points and getting set up to do some sniping. So really quickly here, I just wanted to stop and let you know about how I approach missions. What I'm doing here is I'm looking for higher planes. I'm looking at the topography of the graph, and I'm trying to see which areas are going to be high enough for me to be able to see in. That's kind of what I'm checking out here. I'm looking to see if there's maybe one that's closer that I can have a good vantage point from, without having to go closer to some of these other missions or dangerous areas. So here's another point I decided to stop and check. The downside to this one is there's a little bit of a hill right in front of where I'm trying to look, and I realized that I'm going to have to go further up on the mountains to my right, and unfortunately that means I'm going to have to take the heli crash site as well, so I'm going to have to clear that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to me clearing that out and getting into a better spot of sniping. We had a quick change of plans here. I am up on the mountain. I'm just on the other side of the heli crash. I found a little bit of a better area that I can see down into and not worry too much about being blindsided or taken out from an unsuspecting area. The gear crash is, or gear cache, excuse me, is a little bit close, but it's not too close as to where I'm really worried about it. My main concern right here is going to be the heli crash. I'm going to go ahead and let the audio play through like normal. I'm not going to cut or speeding this up. You guys can watch it, let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you again soon. There's the last couple shots I'm going to take from this position. I'm checking the map here to make sure I know how many enemies are left. Looks pretty good, but I can't see them from where I'm at. I'm going to have to move locations and see if I can get a better vantage point again, and I will catch back up to you when I get there. One thing I did want to mention was you did see me take a shot near the beginning of my sniping area that I shot directly at the wall. That was to see where the bullet was going to land in reference to my current zeroing. It makes it a little bit easier if you don't have a rangefinder to help you figure out how far away it is. So what I'm using here is I use the map and the GPS point locators to kind of get a rough estimate of where the enemies are going to be, and I use that to zero, and then I shoot at a wall or something that's pretty easy to adjust from. Again, I'm just going to let this play out like it would be if you were playing the game, so you can see how many times I actually do miss, instead of me just cutting to each time I hit somebody. How frustrating it can be sometimes to actually get one of these guys when you are trying to snipe from a fairly good distance. It's not difficult if you have the right angle, but sometimes you get stuck in a situation like this to where the enemy's going to keep moving from one spot to another, and it's kind of cyclical, and you can try to time it, but sometimes it doesn't always work out. And there we go, last enemy down. What we're going to do now is just make sure that no other enemies in the area are just shooting, and make sure that they're not coming to try and get us from an area we're not paying attention to. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to cut to where we get up close to it. It takes about 5 minutes to get over there. We'll see you guys when we get there and start checking out that loot. So here we are running up into the loot area. It is important to note, if you are in a PvE server, a lot of times they'll be roaming AI, so it's kind of dangerous to run up without a weapon ready. But I just went ahead and ran in here. I always like to check the bodies first. They tend to despawn a little bit quicker than the mission ends. I always take the insta-docs. On this server, they're worth about 500 caps each. And then I also take the money off of each body. And then what I'll do is I'll take anything valuable, or at least something that I think I can use. Usually I'm looking for a better backpack, better armor, better weapons, that kind of stuff. Then I'm going to go check out the gear crate itself. One unfortunate thing to note though is I did forget, because this is kind of like a from scratch server or series, I didn't bring a car. And a car would be really useful because I could load this crate up into the car, take it back to the seller, and sell it and make a whole bunch of money. But because I didn't do that, I have to leave it and just take what I want out of it. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let me know what you think. Leave a like down below or comment what you think I could do better. Catch you in the next one.